I wanted to make this video because I'm sitting here just thinking about what is the next move. For those you don't know, I'm Nitro or Nigel, however y'all know me. But what's the next move? I'm a photographer and filmmaker right now, full time, mostly on the photography. I do a lot of photography stuff full time. I shoot movies, and one thing I've noticed there's a lack of content that I'm outputting for social media. A lot of times the content I'm outputting has to do with like the project I'm working on now, Assassin's Legacy. For those of you who've been watching, y'all know I just put out a book recently that just got finished and it's out on Amazon and whatnot. I actually changed the script of the movie into a book, putting it out there and selling it so that we could get to a place of having more money to finance the film. Um, I'm sitting here thinking like, I really need to put some more effort into social media. And I'm trying to decide what route to go when doing it because of the fact that I'm a filmmaker and photographer, and most filmmakers and photographers, what they end up doing is they end up making content based on gear. What lens should I use, and which is the best lens for this, and what's the best light for that, and stuff like that. And it ends up being a bunch of tutorials and gear reviews. And I don't really care to do that. I just don't. So I don't know if that's what I want to do just because it adds to like the notoriety of my skill. Because it's just one of those things I'm wrestling with is answering the question of, is it better to have more content out there that I don't, that shows my skill even though it's content I don't personally care about, or is it better to wait and find things that I do care about and things I do want to talk about and actually make content based on that? Um, Lenses are just so easy to talk about when it comes to, well, not even to talk about, lenses are just so easy when it comes to cameras because the entire purpose of a lens just gives you a different look. Um, and it's just based on just that. Like, when I watch people talk about lenses and things, it's one of those things of like, they do these tests and things like that that they're like got the lens pointed at little charts and color graphs and stuff like that, and it's like at the end of the day that does not really affect the final product that much, and at the end of the day nobody can really tell what that looks like or what any of that really means, to be honest with you. Like like all these scientific tests that shows the lens how good it is and stuff like that, like the average person doesn't care. And so I don't care. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to make content like that. So it's just one of those things that it's like, what do I really make content about? Um, I will say that I did have the idea to ask an AI, what should I make content about? And I thought that it is a very interesting thing for us in today's world that we're in a space right now where people are actually talking to computers. And so I thought to myself, if I'm having issues deciding what I should be doing on social media, maybe I should brainstorm, obviously, a device or brainstorm with a being smarter than myself. Just kind of see where that should lead to. So I thought it might be kind of fun to record my findings and figure out like what is it that I should do. So I'm gonna be using the Gemini. I know ChatGPT is way more popular than Gemini, but I'm gonna start off with Gemini. I may do another video where I'm actually gonna do ChatGPT. Just see kind of like what the ideas and things like that kind of lead to. to just see if I get different results. So let's see how this goes. Hello.
Hi there. What's on your mind today?
I'm having a little bit of trouble as a filmmaker, and I wanted to see if I can brainstorm with you.
That sounds interesting. What kind of films do you make, and what kind of trouble are you running into?
Primarily, I work on action films and things that kind of sit into the genre of fantasy, but I also am open to doing romance and comedy as well.
That's a cool mix of genres. Action and fantasy can be really exciting, and romance and comedy can be a lot of fun. What kind of trouble are you running into with your projects?
So the kind of trouble I'm actually having right now is that I lack a social media presence, and as a filmmaker, I'm trying to figure out what should I be doing on social media.
That's a great question. Social media is super important for filmmakers today. You could share behind the scenes looks at your projects, connect with other filmmakers, or even run targeted ads to find actors or crew members. Do you have a specific platform you're thinking of using?
Right now, I'm thinking about using YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay, those are all great platforms. YouTube is perfect for longer videos like trailers or behind the scenes documentaries. Instagram is great for visuals, so you could post stills from your films or short clips. And TikTok is ideal for reaching a younger audience with short, engaging videos. What kind of content are you thinking of creating for each platform?
See, I'm not necessarily sure because when I look at other filmmakers and photographers, it seems like they kind of spend a lot of time reviewing gear as well as doing tutorials, but I don't care anything about either of those.
Okay, so gear reviews and tutorials might not be your thing, but you could still create engaging content. For example, you could share short clips of your films on Instagram and TikTok to tease viewers and drive them to your YouTube channel for the full-length versions. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea, except for the fact that I don't think that I'm outputting enough films in order to do that because I usually focus on feature films and they take a long time to make.
That makes sense. Feature films do take a while. In that case, you could share short behind-the-scenes clips or teasers from your upcoming projects to keep your audience engaged. You could also post about your inspirations or even do a Q&A session about your filmmaking process.
Alright, I do kind of like the idea of like answering questions on, I guess, the creative process.
That's a great idea. You could do a live Q&A session on Instagram or TikTok, or create a series of short videos answering common questions about filmmaking. You could even ask your followers what they're curious about and tailor your content to their interests.
That's a good point. Now, the fact that I don't really care about reviewing gear or doing tutorials, do you think that it's valuable for me to just bite the bullet and do those things anyway?
If you're really passionate about your films, that will shine through in your videos. But if you're not excited about reviewing gear or doing tutorials, it might come across that way. Maybe you could find a unique angle that combines your love of filmmaking with those topics. For example, you could review gear in the context of how it helped you achieve a specific shot in one of your films.
Okay, so basically, if I was to review gear, it would have to have some type of context of how it helped me then.
Exactly. That way, you're still sharing your expertise and passion for filmmaking, but in a way that feels authentic to you.
Okay, I think, what type of videos do you think I should start off with?
If you're looking to build an audience, I'd suggest starting with some behind-the-scenes content from your current projects. People love seeing how movies are made, and it's a great way to showcase your skills and passion. You could also do a short Q&A about your creative process, or share some of your inspirations.
Nice. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. So I don't know. It's kind of like I do feel like I guess some behind the scenes stuff and things like that would be kind of like the standard of what I should be making. I guess that kind of is like a common sense thing that I guess I should have thought of in the first place. But I guess it's one of those things that it's kind of like you don't really know. I don't know. It's like something that just doesn't pop up in mind right away. It's just, I guess it's kind of like one of those things where I don't know if people would be interested, but I guess if there's only one way to find out, which is actually just start doing it. So I guess that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be posting, I guess, behind the scenes stuff and just see kind of what happens with that. Fortunately, I'm experienced in doing YouTube and video content. So the content I'm gonna be putting out is not just gonna be random content. So at least it will be kind of targeted, and so I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out if there's an audience for what I decide to make. So I don't know. We'll see. But I thought it'd be interesting to ask an AI on what could be the route to take. And I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think is the route to take, what route you would take, or if you have suggestions on things you might want to see. It's been cool. Hope y'all like this video. If you made it to the end, make sure you follow me, subscribe, and all that jazz. It's your boy, Nitro. I'm out. Peace.